right, here it says use the multiples method to find the LCD. That's the least common denominator. So the first part of the question, they want to know what is the least common denominator. That's what you're going to put on this line. It says then find the sum or difference. So remember when you are adding and subtracting fractions, they have to have the same denominator. So the denominator is the bottom number. Right now we have a 6 and a 4, not the same, so we can't add them. So once you change the denominator so they're the same, then you add them together, and that's what you're putting here on this second line. So first off, it says use the multiples method to find the least common denominator. Remember, the multiples of 6, you just say, okay, if I have 1 6, that's 6. If I have 2 6s, that's 12. If I have 3 6s, 18. These are multiples of 6. So just write some down. Might need more, we're not sure. I think that's a good start. Now let's look at 4. What are multiples of 4? If I have 1 4, it's 4. 2 4s, 8. 3 4s, 12. There's one in common. 12. Once you find one in common, that's it, because you're trying to find the smallest one, the least one that they have in common. So the least common denominator, what we're going to change both of those denominators to is 12. So that's your first answer. Now we need to change each of those fractions so that we can add them. So let's look first at 1 6. We want to change this so now that the denominator is 12. So remember with fractions, you can change a fraction by multiplying the top and the bottom, the numerator and the denominator, by the same number. I can't just say, I want the denominator to be 12, and I'm just going to change 1 6 to 1 12. No. You need to think, okay, if I want the denominator to be 12, what do I multiply 6 by to make it 12? 2. I'm multiplying it by 2 to make it 12. So if I multiply the denominator by 2, I have to multiply the numerator by 2 as well. So 1 6 is the same as 2 12s. Now let's do the same for 3 4s. We want to change that so that the denominator is 12. What are we multiplying 4 by to make it 12? 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 3 is 12. So we're multiplying it by 3. So if we multiply the denominator by 3, we also need to multiply the numerator by 3. We get 9. So 1 6 is the same as 2 12s, and 3 4s is the same as 9 12s. So we just changed that. Now we can add them together. Remember, when you're adding fractions and they have the same denominator, the denominator stays the same. So this would have 12 as the denominator, and then you just add the numerators. 2 plus 9 is 11. So that would be our answer, 11 12s.